Hey everybody, what's up? We are now on our third video on fitness and health. We are nearing the countdown for our fitness challenge, and today we are going to be discussing basic weight training and exercise. This up next on Chopping It Up with Stacie Lamar. Everybody, welcome back. This is Stacie Lamar, and of course this is Chopping It Up with Stacie Lamar, and I'm with a very good friend of mine. This is Mark. Now Mark has been lifting weights and doing everything having to do with fitness and weight training since he popped out the womb. I mean, this man is very knowledgeable about what he's doing, and he's going to share some of his expertise with us here today. Mark, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, Stacie. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well. Hey, man, first off, I just want to say I appreciate you, and thank you for doing this. I know it's early in the morning. You probably be, want to watch football right about now, but I just want to say thank you. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
All right, so let's jump right into it, man. The first thing is, what does it mean to be fit, man? I mean, we are all under the conception. Doesn't that mean you're pregnant? We're. Yeah, I'm trying to use big words. I'm trying to use big words and stuff. Anyway, we are all under the impression that being fit means that I got to have like the the ripped chest and the six pack and everything be tight and toned. But what does it actually mean to be fit, man?
Well, it all depends for everybody, is different. Being fit for everybody is a completely different term. For some people it means just exactly what you were just describing, being, tight and, cut up and all this and that, six pack, you name it. For some people being fit is just, not having love handles, not being overweight, being to a certain weight where they feel they're comfortable, where they can, get up and get down and, jump up and, be comfortable going up the stairs, without being out of breath.
Yeah.
Go for a quick jog, 30-minute jog and not be, tired as heck. But to be honest with you, it all depends how the individual sees fit. I don't know. Everybody has a different concept of being fit. So,
okay, I got it.
And bodybuilding and stuff like that, and weight training. Of course, the ripper you are, the more fit you tend to be.
Okay, I got you. So basically, you're saying it just depends on what the individual wants to get out of it.
Right.
Yeah, that's like for me. You mentioned you mentioned that whole stair thing, man. I mean, that would be a measuring tool for me, man, to be able to go up a few flight of stairs without having to stop and catch my breath, because at some point, I think they might have to send out a search party. I mean, he was coming, but he didn't make it up. So all right, so in order to succeed in this whole fitness resolution, because that's what this is about. That's what started this whole thing for me, is that a lot of us make that New Year's resolution to eat healthy and to get fit, but man, a very, very large percentage of us never make it past the third week of January. So in order to succeed in the resolution, should a person start with like nutrition, what goes into the body, what fuels the body, start there? Or should they start with weight training and just monitor portions, or is it a combination of both? Because see, what I'm finding in talking to people, and also some of the trainers that I've spoken to so far, a big reason why we quit is because we get overwhelmed. We try to do too much at one time, and we just say, we get overwhelmed and we say, oh, screw it, I'm not going to do it anymore. So what do you think, in order to be successful, if you made this resolution, which I'm quite sure a lot of people have, do you start with the basics and nutrition and what you put in the body, and then go toward the exercises and the weight training, or do you do the weight training and the exercises and then go for the nutrition, or is it a combination of both? And if it's a combination of both, what percentage of each, so that we don't overwhelm ourselves and want to quit?
Right. Well, it's funny you mentioned about the New Year's resolution, because to be honest with you, the statistics show that about only 8% of the people that actually physically say, hey, you know what, my New Year's resolution is going to be, lose weight, get fit, get it back into the gym, yada, yada, yada. Truthfully, only 8% actually go through with it. And why? Because, like you said, people get overwhelmed with everything else, work, life, and the whole nine, right? As, on a daily basis, it gets to everybody.
Yeah.
But the only reason why only 8% actually do it is because those people that are in that 8% margin are the people that have already been through a lot, are really, really seriously thinking about making a total, life change and transformation in their body. They're sick of being, pretty much sick of being tired of not being able to succeed or, be successful in the world.
Yeah.
Sometimes, in order for you to do better in life, you need to look better and feel better.
Yeah.
Because once you feel better, you look better, you're going to be a lot better off on whatever it is that you're actually going out for, any kind of work or job or any goals, that you have in life. Just overall.
Because if you feel, if you are comfortable in your own skin, that's, guys, that's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, you feel much more confident in you,
Right.
And if you feel confident in you, that's gonna exude. That's just gonna come out. That will be out there for everyone to see, and then like you said, it'll make you that much more successful. So so what should they worry about first? Should they worry about nutrition and what fuels the body, or because if you have a good thing going with what you're putting in, you should be able to maintain, because I think you and I were talking about this, you should be able to maintain a decent weight, maintain a nice weight. Now you're not gonna have the rips and the cuts and the tone that's going on, but you will maintain a decent weight, and you still may be able to go up that flight of stairs without having to wait and catch your breath, but I guess even then it just depends on what the individual is looking to do, right?
Right, that's right. But to be honest with you, we've all heard this saying that says the body in motion stays in motion and the body at rest stays at rest, right? So obviously, it's a saying because it's a fact. So what I'm trying to say with this is that it doesn't matter what your fitness goals are. To be honest with you, the thing is you got to start doing something.
Yeah.
Just start getting up, going out, even if it's just for short walks, short jogs, going, subscribing to the gym, getting a membership, start doing a little bit of weight training, a little bit of cardio, a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
However, because you don't know what the actual physical capabilities of a person is until you start discovering, hey, I could probably start jogging a mile, or I could start walking a mile. So whatever weight the person is that wants to start, just got to get up and do it. It doesn't matter whether the nutrition is there, the weight training is there. Thing is, you got to start by just getting off the couch and actually physically doing it.
Okay.
Now, once you start getting into nutrition and fitness goals and stuff like that, then I would recommend, looking online, either hiring, a nutritionist, hiring, a personal trainer at the gym, or look up some YouTube videos. There's a lot of tutorials. There's a lot of stuff to look into, study, see what your weight goals are, what your fitness goals are, and, take it from there. Thing is, you got to get off the couch and start doing something.
Yeah.
Because by sitting in the couch and just thinking about it, nothing's gonna ever come about it, because thing is, you just got to start up, to do something to begin with.
Yeah.
So what I recommend for most people who really, really want to start changing their lives, total body transformation, is really, have a good self-talk to themselves and see where they really want to be in life. Because to be honest with you, you got to make this, not just a, life-changing, thing, but I mean, this is practically, you got to depend on this like their life depends on it. Mm-hmm. And practically their life does depend on it, because the healthier you are, the longer you live. Mm-hmm. That's if you care about your life and your body.
Yeah.
So if there's something that you really want to do, be around for your kids, be around for your, be an older person, and you want to be around for your, grandkids, you just got to get up and do it.
Yeah.
And no questions asked.
Yeah. Okay. So, you touched on something there. Now, you are absolutely correct. I mean, the whole YouTube phenomena is just great. It's just a wonderful tool to use to access all sorts of information. You can find anything on YouTube these days, and I think that's where I would probably steer my viewers toward, because another thing that I'm trying to assist them with is the cost, because that was another big thing when I spoke with, when I polled people, that came up, and it was like the cost of doing this. There's a cost involved, and man, I don't need to tell you, man. I mean, we are not in a good place right about now with regards to the cost of things, and we don't want to be adding to it just because we're trying to do the right thing and get ourselves in shape. So, but like I said, you touched on that, and that's really good, because the YouTube thing is definitely a great source of information. How long does it take? So let's say, because I'm looking at these things, and you know me, man. I'm always looking at things from a practical standpoint. I think that's probably one of the things that I do best, is look at it from a practical standpoint. And I'm looking at it, basically you can't eat something, even if it's healthy. Let's say I ate like a grilled chicken salad. I mean, it's a grilled chicken, lightly seasoned, a bed of greens, and a vinaigrette. Bam, and so I eat that, but I eat it at 6 o'clock, and then I go to bed. Now, have I done a good thing by what I ate? Yes, but have I done a bad thing about when I ate it? Would you say that was a true statement?
Yes and no. It all depends what you eat and how much you have.
Okay.
And what time you go to bed. Because if you have dinner at 6 and you go to bed right away, then yeah, I don't recommend that. It's not, I'm not going to say it's not healthy, because it's not about whether it's healthy or not. It's just, it's not
Right.
So if you're thinking about going to bed right away after you eat dinner, I would recommend eating at least a couple hours before you go to bed.
How long does it take the body to digest just a regular meal? I'm not talking anything crazy like you going and eating a 7 course meal. Just a regular
Right.
meal. You got your protein, chicken, a steak, or whatever you're doing, and then you got some type of carb and a vegetable.
Right.
How long is it?
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. I would say about a couple hours at least minimum. Like I said, it all depends about what you're eating. But to be honest with you, you shouldn't. People shouldn't be eating, that late if they're gonna go to bed right after they eat. Well, it all depends, It all depends what time you go to bed. There's people that can eat dinner at 6 and go to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you're still actively doing things after you have dinner, doing some work around the house, or you went out to the groceries, but whatever, you're walking, you're doing something, or if you take a short walk the dog, you go out and walk the dog, that helps with the digestion, to speed up the process. So you're using that fuel that you had to burn off some of the calories that you had. But not everything you eat turns into fat, and not everything that you store is fat either.
Okay.
So it all depends what you eat too as well. So my biggest thing is, if you're gonna eat late, have something light. I mean, if you're gonna have to eat something because you haven't had anything to eat, just try to eat something light before you go to bed. But if you know you're gonna go to bed, say around 9, 10 o'clock at night, the latest I would say have dinner around 6, so that you have enough time to digest, the food and burn off a little bit of the fuel, consumed, and so when you go to bed, you're not going to bed feeling like uncomfortable and all this and that, but you have time to digest the food somewhat. And so in the morning, you probably wake up a little bit better, you feel better, and you start off your day however you start off your day. But it all depends what you eat too as well. It's a big factor.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Now, should you let's say you have decided to actually get into the an exercise routine. Should you eat prior to working out, or should you wait until after you work out and then eat?
That's a big, it's a big myth. Okay, it's a big myth about having something to eat before you go hit the gym. They say, oh, you should eat about an hour, hour and a half before you go hit the gym. It's different for everybody. We all have different organisms. Our body tends to take food and digest the food quicker than others or slower than others. It all depends. But and me personally, I've never eaten before I hit the gym ever. For the simple fact that if I eat something, I know I feel uncomfortable. Just doing something right after I finish eating. I would have to wait at least a couple hours, 2-3 hours before I started doing anything. But to be honest with you, it's different for everyone. For me personally, like I said, I would never eat before hitting the gym. I'll take a pre-workout, just to get the wheels turning and get up and running. And once I hit the gym, about 30-45 minutes before I hit the gym, I'm good to go. And I take I don't take protein before. I'll take the protein after the workout is done.
Okay.
So pretty much just a pre-workout, wait about 30-45 minutes, and then start hitting the gym. And then after the fact, you start doing workouts. I would say at least a minimum of 30 minutes weights and 30-minute cardio. It all depends what your fitness goal is.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be lifting weights for 2 hours straight and then 30-minute cardio. But that's just me. But like I said, everybody's different. To start off, I would say a great combination, 30-minute weights and 30-minute cardio. An hour in the gym, everybody's got an hour they can spare. Everybody's got the same 24 hours in a day. Like Elon Musk, Warren Buffett. I mean, you name it, man. Everybody's got the same 24 hours we do.
Yeah.
Now
Here's the thing.
It all depends how you manage it.
Yeah. Now here's the thing, though. Most of the people that I spoke with, that was and you touched on that. I mean, another thing was time. Um, everybody, said that I just don't have the time to do it. They have the desire to go through. They want to change their lives, but like you said just now, life gets in the way. I mean, there are so many obstacles. So time seems to be something that is not plentiful when it comes to being able to work out, for most people. So what are some of the best exercises that you can recommend for, working your core, your upper and lower abs? Because I guarantee you that these are the areas. Well, I mean, some women might want to, firm up the backside there. Well, I guess men should firm that up too. But for the most part, it's going to be your core. For the guys, your chest. But the midsection, that is numero uno. I guarantee you that when people make this resolution, they are talking about, that area. So, what are some exercises? Now, when I give you a time frame, most people say 30 minutes. It's like 20 to 30 minutes. Everybody seems to have that time frame that they can get in and do something constructive with regards to this resolution. So what are some exercises that you would recommend for them to do to work those areas and show some results?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to start off by saying that where there's a will, there's a way. Mm-hmm. So if the person doesn't have the will, there's going to be no way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you gotta want this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta think about how bad do you really want it. It's like for those people that have been in sports, I'm pretty sure they've heard this from their coaches. How bad do you really want it? How bad do you really want to win? And so if you really, if you want it that bad, if you want to win that football game, that baseball game, that soccer game, volleyball game, tennis game, whatever it is you're into, you're gonna have to, go above and beyond. Mm-hmm. So you have to have no excuses.
Right.
You wake up every day. You eat every day. You drink water every day. You shower every day. At least I would hope so. You would have to think about how bad you really want it.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say with this is that, if you really want to do it, you're going to do it. I mean, regardless of what the excuse is, you're going to make time and find time. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't have a gym membership, you don't have to have a gym membership.
Right.
I mean, like I said, simply by going out, doing some some walking, light jogging, 30 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, whatever it is that you got. Even if you have a bicycle, go out, do for 20, 30-minute ride. Right. That's a total body workout right there because you're working your legs, you're working your arms, you're holding the handlebars, and believe it or not, it works your core, so you're practically, it's like a whole total body workout right there. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't believe so, but it is, trust me. Mm-hmm. I've done it before. I've had a lot of people tell me, hey, you know what, I'm glad you recommended me, going out, for a bike ride, before I knew it, not only was I riding my bike, but I was standing without sitting and working out my entire body. So, hey, it's a whole total body, workout right there. Mm-hmm. Like I said, even if you don't have the conditioning to go out and jog 20, 30 minutes, where you can walk, for a block, jog a block, walk a block, jog a block, walk a block, jog a block. Mm-hmm. Anybody can do it. I mean, I don't mean jog, but I mean running as fast as you can. Mm-hmm. At least, a little bit quicker than what you're actually walking. Yeah. Anybody can do it. There's no excuses.
Right.
So what I recommend people to start if they don't have a gym membership, or if they do, even better. But if they don't, there's things you could do at home. It's just some light weights. It all depends what you're trying to target. What specific body parts you're trying to target.
Yeah.
If you want a total body workout, something you can do with no weights. It's just your whole body. You get down, do 10 push-ups, you get up, do a hop, get down, 10 push-ups, get up, do a hop. It can take about 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah. So
before you know it, you'll be really tired and break that sweat.
Yeah. But specifically though, like I said, that midsection, the upper and lower ab, what could a person do to, exercise-wise, to knock those out, and show some results.
Right. To be honest with you, I would never target a midsection if that's what I'm trying to accomplish. Lose body fat from the midsection. By trying to do sit-ups and stuff like that, you're never going to see the results. You need to start doing a whole total body transformation. You need to do total body workouts. Like I said, jogging, walking, bike riding, push-ups, and then get up, kind of like they call it burpees or, up downs. In football, they call it up downs, stuff like that. You really don't need to target that one midsection in order for you to start losing belly fat. You need to concentrate on the entire body because, just trying to target the midsection, it's not going to happen. I don't care what expert tells you out there, you can target the midsection and lose weight. That's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy. So it's not going to happen if you're not going to exercise the rest of the body. So you're in motion, you're exercising the entire body. Of course, everything's going to decrease. Your arms are going to be firmer, your legs, your thighs, your glutes. Along with that goes, your midsection. Your gut's going to start, decreasing as well.
Okay.
So I don't recommend to start off a specific, ab workout or routine. Those ab workout routines are mainly for people that are already fit or people that have already, reached their fitness goals. Just trying to target that midsection, to have that six-pack abs that they always wanted.
Gotcha.
Because if you try to target that, I got to remind you that underneath all that belly fat we have, underneath it's muscle.
Right.
And so that muscle with belly fat is just gonna, store that fat in the muscle itself, and it's gonna be hard to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So you really don't want to do that. You really want to do the entire body as opposed to starting off with just the midsection.
I got you. So starting out, you really need to do a full body regimen. Starting out, and then once you reach, the weight goal or where you want to be, then you can start tightening up individual areas.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
I got you. That actually makes sense, man. And I think that would be a person won't get discouraged because they're not seeing results. I've been doing crunches for the last 3 weeks, and I don't see any results. Well, that's because you got a layer. You got a couple of layers of belly fat on top of them.
Right.
Underneath that belly fat, hey, who knows what's going on? But since you didn't take the time to reduce that belly fat, then you may or may not see or see any results. All right.
Yeah,
so
you're not going to see anything at all. That's just the bottom line. You're not going to see anything unless you start dropping the weight first. It's like, say for instance, if I'm starting off, right, and I haven't hit the gym for years, and I'm trying to grow 22-inch arms, and my arms are only about 16 or 15 inch. How do I expect my arms to be 22-inch arms? Like bodybuilders, if I haven't hit the gym for years, and obviously, I'm not going to see an increase of muscle mass, from 1 week to the next or from 1 month to the next. It takes time. It's progress. It's consistency. More than anything, it's a regimen you got to do on a daily life, so to speak. It's got to be a life-changing decision that you want to do for yourself, because nobody's going to do it for you. It's something you got to want. How bad do you really want it? Come back to that again. It's how bad do you really want it? So once you have that notion that you really want to do this, keep in mind that if you want this as bad as you want to breathe, then, like Eric Thomas says, you're going to succeed. So I'll look up a lot of motivational videos from Eric Thomas. A lot of people, say a lot of great things, a lot of things to motivate you. And to be honest to you, sometimes it just comes down to you, to your will. Mm-hmm. And it's your willpower that's going to, make you or break you.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have it, you're not going to do it. Bottom line. And like I said, a body in motion stays in motion, the body rest stays at rest. It doesn't matter what your fitness goal is. You just got to get up and do it. Just got to get up and do it. Doesn't matter if it's just walking 20, 30 minutes a day, jogging 20, 30 minutes a day, or doing burpees, push-ups, sit-ups. Bike riding, hit the gym, target specific, body parts with weights. I would recommend a whole total body workout to begin with. And then once you start, seeing the results, results are not going to come overnight. It's not that easy. So if it would have been easy, then everybody would be doing it.
Right.
But just, keep encouraging yourself on a daily basis. Before you know it, you'll start feeling better, looking better, feeling more confident about yourself. Your clothes start fitting better. People are going to be like, oh, man, damn, did you drop some weight? You're looking good, you're looking better.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. Little comments like that start encouraging that person to do better and do more. And, of course, the more you do it, the more conditioning you're going to have. Because obviously when you start off, whatever it is that you're starting off with, you're not going to have any sort of condition.
Right.
So once you start doing something on a constant basis, then the more you do it, the more conditioning you're going to start to have. So the workouts will be a little bit easier. You'll be able to push yourself a little harder and see more and more results, as opposed to just trying to go with the motion.
Right.
So
okay.
That's what I recommend.
All right. Hey, man, I appreciate you talking to me this morning. It has been enlightening. I do like the fact what you said that, starting out, you really wouldn't recommend we start trying to hit individual body, sections of the body, because, a lot of us have made this resolution because we need to lose weight. So I think dropping the weight in inches off the waist, and then targeting, I think that would be a little less discouraging than trying to, I'm gonna target this and then not see the results in a timely manner. That's good. That's good. All right, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you being here with me this morning. Like I said, man, I know you're busy, and it is early in the morning, so I do appreciate you.
I'm never too busy for you, Stacie.
Oh, man. I appreciate it. All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, brother. Sounds good.
All right, later.
Bye.
All right, y'all. So we are almost to the end of the videos. This is, like I mentioned before, this is the third video, and this was the introduction to weight training. I'll be doing a fourth video with a physical trainer, and she's intense, y'all. I mean, she is really intense. So I'll be doing that video coming up here soon, and we'll get more in depth into the weight training, and even more into nutrition and whatnot. Like I said, the goal is for those who wish to take it with me, because this is going to be a challenge, and we are nearing the countdown. Okay, so if you like the content of the channel, please hit that subscribe and like button. And for sure, I am telling you for sure, you are going to want to hit that notification bell to let you know when I drop the next video. Alright, I'm Stacie Lamar. This is Chopping It Up with Stacie Lamar, and we'll see you next time.